Hey, what is up guys? So I got a pretty cool replay to share with you guys. This is going to be the replay file because I'm not even kidding, this duel was almost 2 hours long because the amount of pluses and the amount of things that one player couldn't do. But the comeback is amazing in this duel, for sure. Anyways, I'm playing the Red Eyes deck, and I'm trying out a lot of new stuff right now. I'm messing around with like Armageddon Knight, and there's a new trap card that really supports the deck to make it really good, which is like, it's basically like a trap version of, like, I want to say Monster Reborn because Call of the Haunted attaches as to the monster, which can cause problems. But I'm playing against Catherine, and she's playing Aromages, and she was like, no, I gotta show you this Aromage build. Like, how is it good? I still think that, I thought originally that Aromages weren't good, but wait until you see what makes them so much better, because I think it really makes the deck much better with this new edition. Anyways, I'm playing this deck also with Jar of Avarice, because one problem I had with this deck originally is, like, if you went through like your Summon Skull, because drawing multiple Summon Skulls, it does suck, so sometimes you don't want to play multiple copies of it. But that card is so strong, I wouldn't mind playing. I played 2 in this build. I don't really think it's necessary because I can reset them with the Jar of Avarice. That's what I really wanted to abuse in this deck. And I also wanted to abuse that trap card. I'll show you guys the trap once it comes out. But there's one card that makes Aromages so much better. And she's at really low life right here. She's at 1300, but she pays 1000 activating Moist Wind. This card makes the deck so much better. Is that you can just go ahead and just gain a bunch of life points. Well, that's basically Aromages in a nutshell. They want to gain a bunch of life points, and they have bonus effects when you are at higher life points. So right now, she's at 800 life points, but there's Lose a Turn. This card right here, this new card, makes Aromages like straight up over here. I like how my normal monster is actually, its effects are negated, but that's due to Lose a Turn. It's just whatever. It doesn't matter. I could still attack with it. But the Rosemary is going to go ahead, and because she gained life points, she can move it to defense position, so can't really do anything here. But this card can actually be quite annoying because you can just move things to attack position, and then you know, you can obviously attack them. And there's things that can boost up their attack and lower your opponent's attack. They have a lot of utility, and you can see I'm activating Jar of Avarice. This allows me to abuse Red Eyes Fusion. Also, Armageddon Knight can also send the Blackstone, so it adds a little bit of utility just for deck thinning and also a free advantage. But I'm not sure if I'd actually play with the card. One thing I do like is to play with like Summoner Monk in this deck. With a level train, it can get pretty nasty with this. You can open up and do a lot of shenanigans and like top deck a card that you really want to top deck. But you can see she's getting a lot of free advantage now because even though this card, when it attacks, it can't activate anything, Lose a Turn is preventing me from doing anything as soon as the monster is brought out. Now, that adds so much utility to Aromages because they really don't need to be special summoned. They can just be normal summoned, and then they can basically sit under Lose a Turn and be protected forever because you're not going to be able to get over them because they're going to move you to defense position. And then on top of that, you can't activate their effects, and then they can just go ahead and reduce your attack, they get an attack boost, and then they can finally deal with it. So this makes Aromages, is basically what I want to say, because I thought that Aromages weren't going to do anything. But with this, like I said, it's crazy. And like, I have to move this, well, this has to be summoned in defense position, and she activates the effect of bounce back cards. The bounce back card effect, I really feel like it should have been Destroy. It would make the deck so much better. And you can see over here on the end phase, I'm going for the Red Eye Spirit, and that allows me to go for Red Eye Darkness Metal, which is what I really wanted to try to abuse. That activate it during the end phase, so I wouldn't be affected by Lose a Turn, like I can move it to attack. But she goes ahead and activates Dry Wind, which actually can pop my card, and that got me pretty upset, because I was like, oh, all I needed to do basically was attack once with this, and then I needed to, well, it probably was never going to happen because, you know, there's this card that moves me to defense position, and also there's Dry Wind. There's just so much free advantage that this deck is getting. It's absolutely crazy. I mean, watch the chains right here. All gain life points. Okay, I get to move things to attack position. I get to draw a card. I get to reduce your attack, and then I also get to bounce back card. Like, it needs significant setup, as you guys can see, and she's showing you guys with Lose a Turn, you can make the deck. Obviously, if I drew MST earlier on, it would have been much more of a benefit for me. But that card, Dry Wind and Moist Wind, they work so well with each other. Again, the deck takes a lot of setup, so I feel like one problem this deck originally had was that it would take too long to set up, like your opponent would just blow up the field or do something. But with Lose a Turn, you're just not going to have that available, and the Aromages are going to be able to attack. And I believe one of them has the effect, oh, it's this one right here, it's Rosemary. While your life points are higher than your opponent, if a plant monster you control attacks, your opponent can't activate monster effects until the end of the damage step, so that can be a little bit of a bonus there too. But I still feel like the deck it does lack a little bit of consistency, even with 3 Lone Fire. I mean, heck, dude, I almost decked her out because she was drawing so many cards off of Jasmine. I feel like the longer the duel goes on, as long as Aromages have control, you usually end up losing because this field is just too annoying to deal with. Once Loser Turn is out on the field, I don't really know what to do. Like, I just basically cry a little bit because you can't get rid of them turn 1. Like, you need, like, Heavy Storm. Please, Heavy Storm Konami. It would make this deck much worse. But I'm okay with that because I kind of like to play Yu-Gi-Oh! But whatever. The new card, I feel like this is better than Skill Drain because it doesn't negate your effects. Because, like, you can just go ahead and be like, oh, man, I'm going to go ahead and special summon a bunch of monsters and like, oh, wait, hold on. Negate the effects of all monsters during the turn they're summoned. So this card almost is like another version of Vanity's Emptiness. I could see a lot of a lot of decks just running this. Even if they run effect decks, it's continuous. Like, it's just so good. But anyways, thanks for watching, guys. Asian Eyes signing out. And shout out to Catherine for making for showing me that Aromages weren't bad. Because I originally was like, Aromages, you can't. I've tried the deck so many times, guys. And against meta, you'll just lose. But Loser Turn makes the deck. But thanks for watching, guys. Asian Eyes signing out.